What?
Nothing. I just keep thinking about the whole Trump thing. Like, what's a crisis? Like, Melania, there's no ho-ho.
There's no ho-ho. Well, judging by what happened on Twitter, I'm assuming people wanted these yesterday around 2 o'clock.
The design was inspired by this 1988 cult classic, They Live, where the main character finds these magical pair of glasses that block out all ads. And so, fast forward 30 years to now, 2018, and the need, it's only heightened. We can really dig into the R&D and develop a pair of glasses that will block out all screens, including smartphones, which are everywhere now.
There you go. You could have had the They Live glasses just like Roddy Piper and blocked out your screen yesterday. You would have been fine.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Absolutely a lot to get into, including that message I think you got yesterday. What is going on around the country with that podcast I like? Let's get into it.
Let's find out. One.
At 2:18 p.m. yesterday, President Donald Trump sent a message to every smartphone in America to test an alert system so he can text the nation in a crisis.
I do feel bad for the 51.1% of Americans that are female. How do you explain to your husband that the President of the United States is sliding into your DMs? But even worse than that, you saw people online saying, what happened if I didn't get the message? What happens if a husband is getting the messages and the wife didn't get them? She probably wants to know who's on your phone. Who's texting you? Who's sending you messages? Now, there's a new system that they have set up that has a name generator that if your wife is asking, and really if you're afraid to mention that it's the president texting you, you said, who is texting you?
Tiffany.
I would really like to see your phone.
You're not a nice person.
Give me your phone. Who's on there?
Sia.
No, seriously. Who is it?
Donnie Don.
Who?
President Trump.
All right. Next.
If you happen to be missing some mail, it may have ended up on the side of a South Jersey street.
We have talked about this before on that podcast. I always like an ultimate walkout at work.
Oh, yeah.
If you're going to be quitting a job, some people say don't burn bridges. I agree. You blow them up. However, a postal worker like this, I think if someone is relying on him, I mean, a lot of people, and he just dumped everything on the side of the highway and said he was done, right?
A dozen mail bins stuffed with mail that were found outside of Philadelphia on the side of the South Jersey street, apparently on August 8th. So we're talking like 2 months ago. This guy just dumped his mail load and walked off.
Hang on. You're talking about the letters, right? Seriously, though. You think about the ultimate walkout on a job. Have you ever walked out in the middle of your shift somewhere?
Yes.
Oh, really? What were you doing?
I was doing sales at the time, and I would do presentations in the morning and then in the afternoon.
Right.
And during the break, I'd had enough, so I went next door. I slammed 2 beers and walked back into the office, handed him my keys, and left.
Once they smelled the beer on your breath, I'm sure they were happy to be rid of you. And finally,
a trucking company employee in Western Pennsylvania allegedly stole nearly $400,000 from his employer.
I don't even understand how you walk out with $400,000. How long does it take to steal $400,000?
For this particular guy, about 3.5 years. It's been going on since April of 2015, and he has funneled nearly $374,000 out of their account, processing credit card payments for clients, funneling the money into his own account, and then blew it all on strippers and hockey tickets.
Well, look, I understand. In Pittsburgh right now, the way the Steelers are playing, you definitely want to be hitting up the Pens games. It is the start of the NHL season, and also it is National Taco Day, which means later today on the other podcast, My Daily Beer, we will be having a beer specifically to celebrate National Taco Day.
We've chosen Avery Brewing's Bug Zapper Sour Ale, thinking it's going to pair perfectly with a taco.
I think it should, but I do need to talk to somebody about National Taco Day falling on a Thursday.
Yeah.
We talked about this last year when it was on a Wednesday. How is National Taco Day not on a Tuesday every year?
Somebody needs to do a better job.
Can we talk to somebody about this? Just make it the first Tuesday of every October. I know the government has a lot of things going on. I don't even know who we blame for National Taco Day being on a Thursday.
The Mexican government.
I think it's the perfect reason for the first crisis test.
Maybe that will be what the crisis is. All right. Be sure to subscribe, check out My Daily Beer, and we will do this all again tomorrow. You know we love you.
It doesn't exist, folks.
I fully understand.
Just like I promised, right?
What I say is what I say.
Donnie Don.